Far beyond the shores of the waking world, where the sea forgets its own colour, there stands a doorway too large to have ever been meant for mortal hands. A bridge of ancient stone stretches out over the warped sea, its pillars lost beneath the red-black waves that churn like blood beneath oil. The sky above bends wrong, the air trembles with prayer, storm, and old regret. And at the end of that bridge stands the great gateway, a monument of devotion, a miracle of craft, and perhaps the greatest mistake the peoples of Hammer have ever made. It was not built by gods, it was built by mortals, devout Erenthal, Holmir, and men. 3 peoples united by faith, ambition, and one impossible desire. They did not merely want to worship their gods, they wanted to find them, to look upon them physically, to commune better, to prove that prayer had a destination. The God's Realm is not a heaven, nor is it a hell. It is not paradise. It is not a place where the worthy are rewarded and the wicked are punished. The God's Realm is older, wiser, and more ancient than most scholars would even admit. It is a place where the true embodiment of the gods truly resides. Not symbols, not statues, not stories passed down by priests or carved into temple walls. Beautiful, terrible, and divine in most ways most mortal minds were never meant to comprehend. To enter the God's Realm is to step beyond the waking world, into a place where thought, flesh, faith, fear, memory, and devotion can all become landscape. The land may seem barren and lifeless, however, not everything is what it seems at first. A road might not lead anywhere until you pray for a path. A city might appear around you because something or someone has noticed you. A forest may become a library, and the leaf sits books. The God's Realm is lived in. That's the worst part. It's not abandoned, it's not a ruin, though it may seem forgotten, but forgotten is not the right phrase here, just merely remembered poorly. You do not enter the God's Realm through force. You do not walk through the Great Gateway and expect to return. The only safe way through is prayer, through devotion, through a chosen patron. Most commonly, those who must walk near the edges of the God's Realm devote themselves to Tharava, the goddess of the dreaming, hidden paths, and the gentle distance between the waking and the nightmare. Others devote themselves to Vora, the white flame, the blindfolded wolf, the holy hound of war and oaths, protection and sacred violence. Some pray to both, Tharava to veil the mind, Vora to guard the soul. A traveller devoted in this way does not simply wander into the God's Realm. They are carried by ritual, anchored by faith, marked, watched, and claimed before something worse can reach them. This is not worship as comfort, this is worship as protection. A prayer becomes a lantern, a vow becomes a blade, a patron becomes a boundary, and without that boundary, the God's Realm does not treat you as a visitor. It treats you as an unclaimed soul, a soul without a lock, a name without a guardian, and in a realm of gods, monsters, servants, and old divine hungers, an unclaimed soul is not safe for long. Among the mortal orders who understand this better than most are the Sisters of the White Dream. They are not merely nuns, they are a convent raised against the overreaching hands of the gods. The sisters serve beneath the veiled mercy of Tharava and the burning protection of Vora. Their robes, rituals, blindfolds, and prayers are not decorative. Every piece has a purpose. They are trained to walk the edge between the waking world and the divine, to read signs of godly intrusion, to recognize when a dream is no longer only a dream, to hear when a prayer has been answered by the wrong thing. Their task is simple to say and almost impossible to fulfill. They keep the waking world safe from gods who reach too far, not because the gods are evil in the simple mortal sense, but because the gods do not want like mortals want. A mortal may love another, grieve a fallen friend, be envious of someone who has more than them, hunger for a meal they haven't had since they were a babe, or worship a divine for prosperities and acts of cosmic rites. A god claims a soul. A god gathers loyal servants to their cause. A god is given meaning by those who want something from it. And when a god lays claim to a soul too early, before that soul is ready to travel through mare leave, the damage can be eternal. It is how souls become damned, not always through sin, not always through wickedness. Sometimes a soul is damned because something divine noticed it first, because another god reached out before Norn could guide it. For most mortals, death should lead towards Mayleave. Mayleave is the proper passage, the gate of the afterlife, the silent weighing, the road by which souls are meant to be guided onward. Norn, the goddess of death, is not merely an ending. Norn is a guide, a keeper of thresholds, a judge of readiness. But if a god lays claim to a soul before they reach the gates of Mayleave, then it may already be too late for them to pass through. A soul marked by divine claim may arrive at Mayleave changed, not whole, not free, not ready, and so it is turned away, made to wander the lands of the God's realm. It is left exposed to the God's realm and all the powers that move within it. A damned soul may not be damned because they were evil. It may be damned because it was chosen, because something placed its hand upon it before death had finished its work, because devotion became possession, or because a miracle became ownership. The great gateway still stands, above the warped sea, above the red-black waves churning below its green hue. It stands as proof that mortals once tried to look upon their gods and found that the gods were already looking back. The God's realm is not hell, it is not heaven, it is not empty, and it is not safe. It is where prayer has weight, where devotion has teeth, where dreams can become roads, and where a soul without protection may be claimed before it ever reaches death's gate.
O mother of clawed feet and fanged morn, come forth and command thy daughter of unholy rite. Bid the scarlet devil lay flame upon the kingdoms that stand as foes to thy lands. Let her fire cleanse their crowns, let their stones crack beneath her wrath, and let all blood answer blood. Take this unwilling sacrifice, and feed the hunger of our brood mother, for she is thy child of kinship and blood, born of the red ilk, hatched from ash and holy in her monstrosity. Praise Moth, mother of beasts, praise the scarlet devil, thy red judgment made flesh.